Hey everybody, it's Matt Toronto with Mini Grad School of Acting, and today we are going to talk about why pro athletes are better actors than you are. You don't think it's true? Go watch a football game, a basketball game, soccer.
I played soccer all my life. I went to college playing soccer. I got to play professional a little bit.
And watch the kind of emotion that comes out of those players. At the end of the game, if it's a high stakes game, sometimes you have titans, giant linebackers, weeping real tears at the end of the game because they lost, or weeping real tears because they won, or the kind of celebration, they throw the Gatorade over the coach's head, and the celebration and the absolute joy that comes when they win the game, or fights that break out.
Of course, when you play professional, you go to very hostile stadiums and very hostile people, that they throw stuff to the field. It's pretty barbaric.
Here's my question for you. Do you think any of them planned to feel those things? No, of course not. They went out to play the game. And in the playing of the game, suddenly they had a compelling performance of emotions that we couldn't possibly have predicted.
Being present at the same time, being open, because
we don't know where it's going to go. And that's one of the reasons why I say pro athletes are amazing actors. It's not because they're good at faking when they get knocked over and try to get, an offensive foul called. It's because when they play the game, they have an emotional life that is absolutely authentic, spontaneous, and compelling.
And when it's game time, you're present. You're the most present you can be.
And isn't that what you want on stage as an actor? And that comes from a number of things. Number one, they're doing something. Acting, the word to act means to do, right? And these players, and isn't that what Shakespeare used to call actors? Players. He called them players. These players are doing something. They're trying to put the ball in the hoop, or put the ball through the goal line, or carry it across the goal line.
That's what I carry from sports. It's like, what matters is what you're doing in this grid and how you're supposed to move. And you got to be aware where everybody is, where the ball is, where everything.
Sure.
And suddenly you have two teams with opposing objectives clashing, and there is drama. And there's an audience watching, and a stage, like the field or the court. Isn't that like a movie when you have, say, a few Avengers versus a horde of aliens coming through a wormhole over Manhattan? Two teams vying to win. If you can look at your acting like that, like a sport, where you're going to play this game all out, as with high stakes on the stage.
In my sport, at least, it's 90 minutes of constant changing dynamic, if you mean,
right.
if you will.
Yeah.
Because you're always moving, you're always running,
Yeah.
but it's all, but you gotta keep an open mind to whatever changes. You can adapt to it.
Suddenly, you will be the kind of performer that is spontaneous and unpredictable and compelling. Just like LeBron James, when he is being defended by way too many defenders, and he pulls some crazy move that then takes the ball to the hole and dunks it, and nobody expected the kind of virtuosity to come out of that moment. But because he was playing, because he was in the moment trying to win, suddenly we had a performance that blows our mind. And that's why we love sports, and that's why millions and millions of fans watch on TV or stream into the stadiums to watch these dramas unfold. And if you can create those kinds of performances, more and more people will want to come and watch you do the very same thing in the game that you're playing.
Just create your own reality, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like the space between your ears is only yours.
Ooh.
And you create your own reality there.
I love that.
And I'm in it. And I'm in it. And I guess the takeaway of that is that if anything taught me, and is that what I just said, the space between your ears is only yours. So it's
cool.
your world, and the rest of the material things around you just live in your world, and you decide what you want to make of it.
That's awesome.
I think that's kind of the approach I try to bring to every audition.
Sure.
So every day, figure out how you can become a better actor today than you were yesterday, and tomorrow than you are today. And that is my message for you. Again, this is Matt Toronto from Mini Grad School of Acting. And break a leg. The other thing that makes professional athletes unbelievable, I'm saying actors or players, is that they train.
If you think about different art forms like sculpting and dancing and musicians, I mean, they're practicing constantly.
Right.
They train hard and they train nonstop.
You and I both know, too, that you don't ever hit a point where you go, and now I need no more class.
Yes, I know.
Now I know everything I need to know, because as an artist, we're changing constantly as humans.
Right.
And so our craft is constantly changing.